Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. We are still here at the Fairfield in Kuta, but we're about to check out and head to the 4 Points by Sheraton in Ungasan. And we're probably just gonna go to that hotel right now, kind of check it out, you know, walk around the hotel, check out the room, and then tomorrow explore a little bit of kind of the southern part of Bali away from the beaches. So this hotel is more of like a foresty area in the middle of South Bali. So I'm excited to see how it differs from kind of the beach culture that we've been around for the past week. All right, let's go. All right, I got a pretty cool waterfall over here. And my room's still not ready, even though it's 3 p.m., which is kind of weird, but I guess we'll let it slide. But for now, let's go up to the restaurant and check that area out. And so far, I'm liking the vibe of this hotel. I mean, you got all the greenery and then the waterfall right when you walk in. It's really cool, and it's right next to that giant statue that I was looking at in the last video, that I was wondering what that was, and it's actually right here. Like a 5-minute walk from here. So hopefully you get a room that has a view of that. Oh, but this is really cool. It's got kind of like a safari jungle theme. And I'm guessing this is the restaurant right here. And there's a really cool view of the ocean over there. And then I think it's more forest over this way. And this hotel is more in like a hill country area, so the elevation's higher up, which is why you get this great view of Bali. Actually, from up here, you get a perfect view of that statue I was talking about. Because there it is right there, and it's a lot closer than it looks on the camera. Again, the wide angle from the GoPro makes things seem really far, but it's actually right in front of me. And it looks awesome. Hopefully we get a room with a cool view. I know we're on the 7th floor, so fingers crossed for that. But this outside sitting area is really cool, and I bet it comes to life at night. And then right down here, it looks like we got the pool. It's a pretty decent sized pool. It looks cool. Looks like there's a kids pool over here and a bar and restaurant down there as well. But yeah, this view is pretty nice. I mean, you get a bit of the cargo port area right here, some ocean right here. I know we're a couple miles away from the ocean, not in walking distance, but it is cool that we get to see it a little bit. Definitely not a bad place to be waiting for a room. They also gave us a nice little welcome drink, so while I feel like the room should be ready, it's not all that bad, I guess. And it's nice and cool over here. It's got a great view. And this hotel looks beautiful so far. Can't wait to see the room. All right, guys, room's ready. Let's go check it out. Oh, and it looks like there's another pool over here. That's pretty cool, an infinity pool, and then a little pond as well. Definitely lots to explore around here. All right, pretty big room. It's a kind of weird musky smell in here though. But yeah, got a nice big bed. There's a glass into the bathroom there. It's kind of weird. But we also got a little balcony with a couch on it. We'll check that out after we go look at the bathroom. And I think this is probably an older hotel by the looks of things. I think it's been here a while, but I think it's been maintained pretty well. All right, let's take a look at this bathroom. As you can see, it's a glass completely. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you got a nice rain head shower, a little private toilet area. And yeah, nothing fancy, I guess, but it is pretty nice. And you can kind of see the wear and tear, which is why I'm assuming it's kind of an older hotel. Let's see if they've got anything in the mini bar here. Nothing in the mini bar. Got a nice little kettle. A nice big TV and some complimentary fruits. All right, let's make our way outside and check out this view. All right, so pretty cool view of the ocean. We don't see that statue much, but that's okay because I think I prefer the ocean view a little more. And you can also get a little glimpse of the pool down here. And it's kind of nice that they have two pools, so one's all the way down there and then they got this one here. And it's easy to get to this one, so that's kind of cool. All right, guys, pretty nice room here at the 4 Points by Sheraton, Ungasan. Nothing crazy, nothing eye-catching, really. I mean, it's just a basic room. And I'm being pretty critical of it because it is a 4-star hotel, so I don't know. The attention to detail, I think, is a little less than I was expecting. I think the Fairfield I was staying at up in Kuta was a little more kind of put together. I don't know, maybe better managed, but that was a lot smaller hotel than this, so I guess I understand. And what I mean by that is, you know, just like wrinkles on the bed sheets, and then this old charger is super sticky. It's kind of gross. And then also the mirror has a couple blemishes in it. But I am being very picky, and other than that stuff, I mean, it's a perfect room. And what you see outside, I think, is the main attraction. The pools and the bars and stuff look awesome. And from what I smelled outside, the food is probably really good too. Another thing is I had a pretty bad experience yesterday because I had this booking on Marriott.com and the Marriott Bonvoy app, and it showed up till the day before yesterday, and then yesterday I checked again just to check the address and it was gone. So I ended up calling the hotel. I called them like 2 or 3 times, and then I went to the front desk of the Fairfield and I was like, can you please call this hotel and check if my reservation's still there, because it wasn't showing up anywhere. And she also called this hotel and no one answered. So that's 3 phone calls that weren't answered by this hotel, which I find is really weird. And it wasn't like a crazy hour either. It was like, I think I made the calls like between 7 and 8 p.m. So yeah, that kind of was annoying to have to deal with while I was staying at the Fairfield. And so I ended up having to call Marriott customer service, which it said was for international calls, so I assumed it wouldn't charge, but it did. And it charged my Fairfield, and I was on hold with them for an hour and a half, and they were trying to figure out why the reservation wouldn't show up anymore. And even they tried calling this hotel and no one answered. But they did know I had the reservation because they could see the receipt for the points I used to get this hotel. So that was the weird part. And I was kind of stressing out because I didn't want to come all the way over here just for them to say the reservation wasn't there. After all of that, at the end of that phone call, they just said, well, we can't reach them. There's nothing really we can do. Just go to the hotel and see what they say. And if they say your reservation's not there, then just call us back and we'll put the points back in your account, which doesn't really solve much. But they put kind of my WhatsApp number and stuff in a note and emailed it to the hotel telling them to contact me, and they did later that night through WhatsApp. And they said, yeah, your reservation's still here. I don't know why it's not showing up, and I don't know why literally like 3 levels of Marriott customer service representatives couldn't find it either. So it's a little weird, and it did cost me 300,000 rupiah to use the phone to talk to Marriott customer service from a Marriott hotel about another Marriott hotel, which is kind of weird. I'm hoping I can get a refund for that. But we're not going to let that cloud the rest of this trip here. And when I'm being critical about the stuff in this hotel room now, I'm not taking into account anything that happened yesterday. I'm just letting you know that the attention to detail is a little less than I expected for a 4-star hotel. And I mean, I'm on vacation and I don't want to have to deal with this stuff, you know, and if you're traveling, you probably don't want to have to be on a phone call with customer service for an hour and a half and then also be charged for it. But yeah, just a pretty inconvenient first impression of this hotel, I guess. All right, that's enough of that rant. Let's go explore this place a little bit because it does look really cool. All right, so here's that smaller infinity pool over here with the waterfall and pond, which looks really cool. It's definitely like a safari kind of vibe they're going for. Let's go downstairs and check out the other pool. I think there's some kind of convention going on around here because They've got these signs up everywhere. And here is the other pool over here. It's not as big as the picture showed, but it is a nice pool. Very unique design to it. And then there's also a little bar on this side over here with the restaurant. I think I probably prefer that pool that was upstairs over this one. Seems a little more private, and also you get a better view of the ocean and stuff. I'm not sure what's down this way. Let's go find out. Okay, I think this is the convention center. Seems like that's where this little thing's going on. Yeah, that seems to be a convention center. Let's go back. And that's kind of it for the ground floor here. You got the lobby on this side and then the pool on this side. And the rest is on the 5th floor. And this waterfall is really cool though. I like how green it is. So let's make our way back upstairs. We basically saw this section in the first part of the video, so I'm not going to go back over there and redo that. And let's go this way and see if there's anything over here. I'm trying to find the gym, which I have not seen any signs for yet. And even though this is the 5th floor, it's at an angle, so you still feel like you're on the ground floor. Okay, there seems to be a little more over here. There's the restaurant again. Let's go check this area out. It looks pretty cool. All right, so this looks like a little wedding area. A little bit of shade, some benches and stuff. This is neat looking. Got this giant glass box where you can have your wedding. You could also see the statue back there. That's pretty cool. This is actually a really cool kind of venue. And again, it's got a great view of the statue and then also the ocean here. But I'm not sure what this building back here is. Maybe some like office space or some meeting rooms or something like that, if I had to guess. Or maybe that's where the gym is. I've got to say that this is really cool, little wedding venue out here. It looks like there's more seating and stuff in here. I don't know, maybe this is where the gym is. Let's walk right across. So I think these are just some halls for okay, so I think these are just some halls for like meetings. All right, so I think these are just some halls for events and stuff. Nothing crazy going on this floor. And it is really hot in here, so I don't think anyone's using it. Yeah, I don't think that building is really in use right now. And I think it's mostly used as kind of a service elevator. Maybe they're renovating that area. It's like I was saying, I feel like it is a pretty old hotel, just from the kind of finishings I'm seeing, and then you know, kind of stuff with stains on them. But it's not like ugly or like crazily dirty or anything. It's just something you notice, I guess. Now, I'm not sure where the gym is, but let's go find it. Here's another look at the restaurant area and the bar area. All right, so the gym is all the way down this hallway. Okay, so here's the gym, and it comes out to the other end of the pool. But yeah, pretty decent sized gym as well. Just got some cardio, some benches, some stuff like that. All right, guys, well, that was the hotel tour, and as you can see, it's a pretty big hotel. There's a lot to do around here too. I saw a lot of restaurants and stuff coming up here. It seems to be kind of in the heart of this area. So walking distance to a lot of things, which is really nice. And the pools here are really cool too. There's 2 of them, which I didn't expect. And it's a great scenery around here too, with the ocean and then that giant Hindu statue. And for the price, it's actually a really decent hotel. Back in the room, and I'm just gonna kind of relax and keep editing videos for today, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow. So see you then. Good morning, guys, and I figured today we could go check out that giant statue and get a closer look, because after doing some research I found out that there's actually a park with a bunch of other statues over there too, so I thought it'd be really cool to go and see that. And it looks massive and you can basically see it from all of Bali, so I want to see it up close and just get an idea of how big it actually is. And that's basically all I have planned for today, but if something else comes up, you know, we'll check that out too. But let's go.
Are you from India?
I'm from US and Sri Lanka.
Oh, Sri Lanka.
But I live in the US.
Oh, when you come to Bali?
I came maybe 1 week ago.
Oh, 1 week ago. Hey, Papa. Motorbike stop here.
Okay. All right, guys, here we are, and it looks like there's a Starbucks and a Polo Ralph Lauren store in here, which I didn't see coming. It's kind of cool. We've got a gelato store too. They've really built this up. It's almost like a tiny little shopping mall in here. There's a couple restaurants and stores in here. It's kind of cool, so if you come over here, you can kind of spend the entire day here if you want to. Right through this little entrance, you can get a pretty good look at the statue straight on. That right there's a pretty cool picture. And there's these beautiful statues and murals and art all over the walls. There's stuff to look at everywhere you go around here. And I know they do like a cultural dance and stuff here in the amphitheater, but I'm not sure what time. Maybe you can go ask them when that is and check it out. Or maybe there's one going on right now. Okay, so we're just gonna sit in on this because I don't know when the next one is and I don't want to miss it. So we might as well just kind of get it out of the way now. Alright guys, so there were 3 dances in total. Pretty cool show, not too long. And there's also one at sunset, which is like the kind of popular one, so we'll definitely just hang out here, I think, and catch that before the end of the day as well. But I think that show is inside the park, so we have to go find out where we need to get tickets from. The tickets apparently are all the way back down this way because their ticket machine in here's broken. So it said 50 meters, so you gotta walk all the way back down here to get a ticket. All right guys, got my ticket. It was 125,000, which is about $8 I think, so not that bad. And you get access to the entire kind of park and get to see the giant statue as well. And now we gotta make our way back up this little hill to the entrance. Alrighty, made it back to the entrance, and also this dance that happens in here happens every hour, so if you miss it, you know, don't worry, catch the next hour. But for now, let's go ahead and make our way inside this place. Okay, and starting off, we got this really cool staircase with a snake going down it, and there's just a bunch of trees and greenery around here, and this beautiful little pond here, some more trees, and there's this kind of art and statues everywhere. Right now we're coming up on another giant statue up here, but I don't think this is the big one yet. It's not, but it is still huge, and it is beautiful with this water feature. I wonder how old these are. I mean, with a waterfall like or water fountain like that, can't be too old, I guess. There's also a little shrine on the other side of here. Let's go ahead and walk around, see if there's anything on the other side. It is massive, so I can't wait to see the other one. That one's got to be I mean, absolutely gigantic. And actually, here's a little sneak peek of it. It looks a lot bigger than it does on the camera. We're gonna try to get as close as we can. I'm pretty sure all these statues are, you know, Hindu statues. It's like I was saying, Bali is a majority Hindu religion. Here's some kind of a bird statue looking thing. A little creepy, that one, not gonna lie. Okay, so there's a giant kind of theater looking area right here. It's just like a giant field, and it just looks like, I don't know, someplace a sport would take place, but I'm not sure. There's not any signage or anything of what this is. And I wonder if this stuff's lit up at night, because there's a bunch of lights around, and I bet it'd look really cool if it was all lit up. But we are getting closer to the giant statue, and you can only get to the base because they said they were renovating up here, so you can't climb it or go up. I guess you could usually, but not at this time, so kind of sucks, but it's still cool to see. Okay, so you can rent these golf carts, some bikes, scooters and stuff. It's only 300 meters to the top, so we're just gonna walk it. It was only 40,000 to get a ride, but might as well just walk it. I mean, it's a pretty scenic route. The only thing is, it's looking pretty hilly up here. Alrighty guys, here we are. It wasn't that bad of a walk, and it's gonna be a lot easier on the way down because it's all downhill. But yeah, it is gigantic. Okay, so yeah, this looks pretty new actually. I wonder when they built it. But all these buildings around it look super new, and I'm guessing you're not allowed to go up here because they're renovating, but you can't go inside, and it looks like there's a gift shop. Alright guys, so here's a look at it from the absolute middle, and it's huge. Actually, it looks a lot bigger in person than it does on the camera. It just towers over all of Bali, and you can basically see this from anywhere in Bali, which is kind of crazy. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, so it looks like a couple more statues and stuff over here. Kind of like an art exhibit. Okay, so it was completed in 2018, and I guess they started in 1993, so that's a long time to build this. We got a bunch of tiny little statues and stuff here too. But this stuff's all super detailed. So this should kind of show you how big this thing actually is. It's much bigger than the Statue of Liberty over here, and it's a lot bigger than Christ the Redeemer. And these statues are super detailed, and they look so cool. It's crazy how these ones are elevated and they have the strength to be held up like that. And here's a picture of it at night, and it looks pretty cool. Okay, so inside of it is pretty tiny. I wish the rest of it was open so we can go upstairs, because I bet the view is incredible. But maybe whenever some of you guys are over here, it'll be open and you can check it out. All right guys, let's start heading down, and I'm not sure where the kind of the Kachak dance happens, but I think it's in the ticketed area, and I don't want to wait here till 6 in the evening, so I think we're gonna have to skip that. It's only like 1:30 now, so it's like 5 hours away, and we already got to see a pretty cool traditional dance. I think I'm good on that part. So on that note, I think it's time to call it a video, guys. This place is really cool. Come check it out. There's like a Starbucks and restaurants down there too. So it's just a great view, and it's beautifully done. But thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you know when I post next. And like always, the location for this will be down in the description. Until next time, have a great day.